You know, the biggest revolution happening in the car industry right now, it has absolutely nothing to do with horsepower or what's under the hood. Nope, it's all happening in lines of code, on tiny microchips. It's the software and the AI that are literally rewriting the DNA of the modern car.
I mean, just think about this for a second. What if you went to bed and when you woke up, your car just had a new feature? Maybe its battery is more efficient or the navigation system is suddenly way smarter. This isn't science fiction anymore. This is the reality of what we call the software-defined vehicle. And believe me, it is changing everything about what it means to own a car.
So just how big of a deal is this? Well, we're basically trading in wrenches for keyboards. A car's value isn't just in its steel and its engine anymore. It's in the incredibly complex software that's running the whole show. And that, my friends, is a huge economic transformation.
And when I say huge, I really mean it. We are looking at a market for just the software and electronics in cars that's projected to be worth over $500 billion by 2035. This isn't some small, niche part of the industry. It's becoming the new engine of the entire industry.
This chart right here, it tells the whole story. You see the overall car market on the left, just kind of chugging along at 1% growth. But then, look at the bar on the right. The software and electronics inside those cars are growing more than 4 times faster. The takeaway is pretty simple. The real money isn't just in selling more cars, it's in selling smarter cars.
But here's the thing. To make cars smarter, you can't just keep bolting on more technology. You have to completely redesign their central nervous system. And that's exactly what's happening right now. A radical rethink of their architecture, from the ground up.
So this central nervous system has a technical name. It's called the EE, or electrical/electronic architecture. All you need to know is that it's the web of wires and computers connecting everything, from your brakes and your engine to your touchscreen and your speakers. It's the hidden network that makes everything in your car talk to each other.
For decades, cars were built the old way, on the left. You had dozens of separate little mini computers, right? One for the windows, one for the radio, one for the airbags. It was a tangled mess that made it almost impossible to update anything. The new way, on the right, gets rid of all that chaos and puts one powerful, central brain in charge of everything. This makes the car smarter, way more efficient, and so much easier to update with new features.
And this chart shows you just how total this takeover is. Right now, that old, clunky system is in most cars on the road. But by 2035, look at that flip. The new centralized brain is expected to be in almost 80% of all new vehicles. This is a complete and total transformation.
Now, with a change this massive, you're always going to have winners and losers. So let's move on and take a look at which specific technologies are really gaining ground in this new automotive world. Okay, first up, the car's senses. As we move towards electric vehicles, the need for old-school engine sensors is slowly fading. But look at the difference with LiDAR. LiDAR is like the super-powered eyes of the car, using lasers to build a real-time 3D map of its surroundings. It is absolutely essential for self-driving features, and as you can see, its market is just set to explode.
And what's processing all that amazing data from the sensors? Software, of course. The basic operating systems are growing like crazy. But the single biggest driver of growth, the real rock star here, is the software for ADAS. That's Advanced Driver Assistance Systems, and for full-on autonomous driving. This area alone is on track to be nearly half of the entire software market.
So, we've got new hardware, we've got new software, but now comes another layer that's truly revolutionary: artificial intelligence. And we're not just talking about self-driving cars here. We're talking about creating a built-in AI co-pilot that makes the entire driving experience smarter. So just how big of a deal is AI? Well, get this. AI has the potential to improve software features that make up 70% of the total market. Let that sink in. This isn't just one or two cool tricks. AI is getting ready to improve almost every single thing your car's software does.
So what does that actually look like for you and me? Well, it means your car could predict a part is going to fail before it actually breaks down. It could adjust the cabin lighting to match your mood. It means voice controls that finally understand what you're saying, more accurate battery range estimates for your EV, and even security systems that can tell the difference between a cat jumping on the hood and an actual break-in.
Okay, so this all brings us to the really big question. How do you actually build this car of the future? For the car companies and all their suppliers, it means they have to throw out the old playbook and write a completely new one, with technology at the very center of it all. And this is that new playbook. It all starts with step one, simplifying that EE architecture to create the central brain we talked about. Next, they have to collaborate with tech partners, because let's be honest, car makers can't do this alone. Third, they absolutely must master software from beginning to end. And finally, they need to lean into amazing technologies like generative AI to speed everything up and build smarter features faster.
This quote from McKinsey really says it all. You see, in the past, you'd design the car, the body, the engine, and then you'd figure out how to cram all the computers inside. Now, it's the total opposite. The needs of the AI and the software are the starting point. They dictate how the car's entire electronic nervous system gets designed from day one. It's a fundamental change in thinking.
So all this leaves us with one final big question to think about. When you're looking for your next car, what's going to matter more to you? The horsepower and the torque figures, or the version of its operating system, its processing power, and its ability to get better over time? The answer to that question tells you everything you need to know about the future of driving.